Hello and welcome to my channel Pedia Talks. This video is part 2 of the series on sibling rivalry, where I will be discussing some tips to manage the growing up phase of the siblings at home. You can also check out the first part where I shared some tips to prepare the child for the birth of their sibling. As time has passed, the baby in a previous video has grown and has gradually started developing a mind of their own. The equation between the siblings is now changing and they both have become competitors. Therefore, many reasons for conflict appear. So what are the common causes for conflict? Children may rightly or wrongly perceive that their sibling is getting preferential treatment from a parent in terms of love, time and attention. Siblings may compete for material possessions such as toys, gadgets or even financial support as they grow older. There is bound to be sharing of living spaces, belongings and even friends. All this can escalate into conflict. Conflicts and misunderstandings may occur due to vastly differing personalities, interests and temperament of the siblings. When parents compare their children's achievements, behaviors or abilities, it can lead to feeling of competition and resentment. This can negatively impact the self-esteem of one or both siblings. If parents have certain expectations for their children's behavior or achievements, siblings might feel pressured to meet those expectations, leading to rivalry. Some children might have to struggle to establish their own identities if they feel overshadowed by a sibling's achievements or traits. As children grow and develop, their needs and desires change. This can lead to shifts in dynamics and new sources of rivalry. Birth order can also play a role in sibling dynamics. Older siblings might feel responsible for the younger ones or resent the loss of being the only child, and younger siblings might strive to differentiate themselves. Some parental strategies that you can follow. First and foremost, don't feel guilty if the home is not the way you imagined it to be. That is, siblings never fighting and only loving each other, always being fair to each other, never troubling the parents. Forget that your home will only be a smooth and harmonious one. Accept some amount of sibling rivalry as normal, necessary and healthy. It prepares the child for facing the world when they grow up by providing them the necessary life skills like learning to resolve differences, learn to negotiate and compromise, and stand up for themselves. Understanding why kids fight with each other will win half the battle. It is a good idea to remember how you fought with your own sibling when you were young and how your parents intervened. Is your relationship with your sibling healthy? If not, then what do you think you can do to avoid it in your kids? And vice versa, if it is a good relationship, maybe reinforce the same value system among your children. Avoid comparison between children either at home or outside. Avoid playing favorites at all costs. Children should never have the concept of one child being more favorite than the other. Appreciate each child's uniqueness and make each one feel special. Always set some ground rules for the kids. For example, no hitting during fights, no speaking of vulgar or disrespectful words to each other, not taking each other's things without approval, no telling tales to get the sibling in trouble, the person who causes damage will only make amends, etc. These would be set as per your home requirements, but some rules must be in place. This helps the child get a structured framework to grow in. Now, how to intervene in the kids' fights? It is no doubt very distressing for the parents to see the kids fighting, and they would feel it their duty to resolve each fight. But don't do that. For this, you set your own ground rules. For example, let them resolve minor fights like name calling, bickering, etc. on their own. Intervene in certain situations like when they are shouting, getting physically aggressive, calling foul names, using vulgar language, etc. In which case you separate them, give them a cool-off period by sending them to different rooms until they are quiet. Always listen to the viewpoint of both the children. Try out a logical solution, maybe taking away a toy they are fighting over or switching off the TV if they are fighting over a program. Be honest in your opinion without playing any favorites. Although once things have cooled down, the older child can be taught to ignore the provocation by the younger siblings. In general, after a conflict is resolved, that chapter should be completely closed and not brought up again. Similarly, there is no need of telling friends and relatives about the sibling fights in your home. Parents should try their level best that they don't appear conflicted amongst themselves while dealing with the siblings. They can disagree with each other when they are alone. When kids perceive parental disagreement, the authority of the parents tends to get undermined, which cannot be good in a family. Thank you and happy parenting. Please like and share the video and subscribe to my channel where you will find many more videos on common parenting challenges and the practical stress-free solutions.